Hello friends, it's Natasha. We are doing a yoga wheel flow. My wheel is from Yoga Body. You can use any yoga wheel you have. We're going to start by sitting on it in a malasana or goddess shape, and just start by circling the arms up and over the head and then drawing the palms in towards the heart, and then some side bend stretching, reaching for the ground or your mat. Cactus shape the elbows, and then see if you can touch down towards your mat on the side body. My wheel is 15 inches, so it is quite large, and I'm only 5'1", so that's why it looks extra large. Side bending both arms. See if you can balance there as you side bend side to side. And then wiggle those feet a little more forward and start to pry the heart open. Cactus shape the elbows back, round the spine into a cat back, and then open up into a cow, arched back, chest to sky. All the while the core has to be on to balance. You could link thumbs and do that as you roll forward. And then reach the arms behind the back body. Interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades. See if you have space to move up and down. Twisting one arm forward, one arm back. Pull the arms in opposition. Bring it back to center and switch sides. Really pulling and prying the body and shoulders apart, and then back to center. We're going to shift our weight off of the wheel and on, so make sure it doesn't roll anywhere. Just take it gently off in a little squat and back up and down a few times. Good. Now we'll come to the front of the mat with the wheel behind us. Have a seat. Inhale, stretch the arms over the head. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. Try and straighten out the legs as much as possible and just fold over the legs. Work there, flexing and pointing, maybe trying a core drill by pressing into the fingertips and trying to lift the feet off the mat. Quite challenging. See if that's accessible. And then put the feet down and come up. Again, prying the heart open, reach for the back of the wheel this time, lean back into it and send the chest up. Maybe shift forward and back on the wheel if that feels safe for you. Then we're going to continue till we're rolling onto our back. Here's where you can just grab opposite elbow and find the earth behind you and start to subtly roll forward and back into the wheel. This should feel awesome. Coming into a forward seat, weights in the toes or maybe the heels, and then arching over, rounding, and just kind of trying to find the head dropping back. See if you have some range of motion there, swinging the arms all the way over and behind you. Reach over the head. And then let's see if we can lift the legs off. So this might feel a little scary. You can press your palms down as if you were going to do a back bend, a wheel pose, and then float the hips up and down, this little reverse curl action. So legs up, hips up, little bit of weight on the top of the head, not a lot. Most of it's still supported on the wheel. And then land the feet slowly, crawl out of it, tuck the chin. Seeing if you can open the upper body and the shoulders now. Thoracic spine. Reach back for the wheel. Climb your hands down. Chest to sky. Now we're going for a deeper rolling action. Trying to get maybe the elbows or the forearms down in a forearm wheel. Still totally supported into the wheel. Practice engaging the glutes and relaxing them and see how that feels. And then when you're ready, try to float both feet off. Now pressing into the forearms. Again, a little weight on the top of the head, but practicing rolling over and down. That little hip lift or reverse curl, plugging in that belly. Now we're going to walk the feet back and see if you can come down onto the knees as you hang there. So it's kind of more of a camel shape now. You can bind the hands and try and touch the finger to the mat. Good. And we'll prop out of that into camel. If you can grab your heels. If you can't quite reach your heels, just press into the small of the back and try to get the hips over the knees. And then send your sit bones into the wheel and arch through that back. Good. Arms over the head, setting the chest forward and the tailbone back. Good. We can try to roll back again. So it's just a deeper camel stretch. Maybe you crawl your fingers towards your knees there, and then when you're ready, come on out of it, walk your feet off, and forward fold to counter those back bends. Take some breaths there. Nice. We're going to go ahead and lift one foot, top of the foot on the wheel. So dragging one knee in and out. That knee crawls in and presses away, and then you're going to try to continue to a deeper stretch for the hip flexor and quad. So tuck it in and then bring it back out. Then find plank pose, and we'll tuck the knees in and out in your plank shape. Press down through the shoulders. Now, some wheels are more sturdy than others, so it's okay to be falling out of it. You might have to adjust your wheel. Step the other foot down. I adjusted my wheel there, and then start by dragging the knee in and out. Maybe you take that into a deeper lunge stretch while you extend back, almost like you're going for a split. Send the hips and foot back, and then pull forward. Then press into the shoulders and the fingertips, and this time maybe you try piking up with straight legs. If that's too hard, just do some tucks again. We're trying to get the shoulders up over the hips. Try a few there. Piking or tucking, pressing the shoulders down, scooping the belly in to lift. You could try a handstand here. If that's in your practice, maybe try lifting up. It's a great way to practice pressing as well because your feet are elevated. And then come on back down. So now we're going to try to bring the belly onto the mat. Little chaturanga shaped arms. See how that feels. Little back extension here. Maybe float the arms up and see if you can press back to your push-up. Plank pose. Good. A child's pose on the wheel. See if you can tuck your knees in and just hover here. Feel the compression of your thighs into your belly. Drop your head down. Take some breaths into the back body. Nice. We're going to bring our bellies onto the wheel and work on either locust or like a chin stand shape. So trying to melt the chin, the throat chakra, the heart, the chest down. So this might feel really deep for you. Just see if you can melt. You might keep the feet hanging behind you or lift them up and try to touch your feet towards your head. Good. Walking out of that when you're ready, downward facing dog. Let the back find space and the head hang. And now we're going to step on the wheel. So single leg squats. Shift the hips back, pull the knee in, hips back, knee to 90, hips back. Almost like a half squat or a pistol squat. And then a hamstring stretch. Bring your hands to the wheel, work on straightening that right foot. Toes towards your face and slip back. Now a supported warrior 3. We're going to tuck and see if you can swing that leg through the arms by rounding the spine and compressing that core strength. Quad, hip flexors, swing the foot through. It might not happen. Maybe you just tap the wheel. Now taking the knee from side to side. Give your shoulder a tap. Definitely a lot of wobbles here, and swing it side to side. Knee taps shoulder and then sideways lateral movement. Good. Bring the knees to meet, forward fold. We're going to try to go into either a standing split action, or you could do it with bent arms or then straighten the arms out. Other foot. Put your left foot on the wheel and then shift the hips back, thinking of a single leg squat or like a pistol squat action. Shifting the hips back, straightening the leg forward on the wheel, and then grabbing the wheel if you can. We'll take a hamstring stretch. Work on straightening out that knee, flexing the toes, and then send the foot back. Supported warrior 3, tuck and see if you can swing that foot over the wheel. Round the spine, tuck. It also will be easier or harder depending on the size of your wheel. How much space can you create there by engaging the core compression? Now side lateral movement. Give your shoulder a tap up high, side obliques, and then swing it out to the side, almost going for like a half moon shape. Swing the knee in and back, and then walk your way down. You can grab the wheel, put your head into it, and try a standing split, lowering down towards forearms if your hamstrings are very open, or just straight leg, kicking that leg up towards the sky. Release it down, ragdoll up. Nice. We're going to walk to the front of the wheel and have a seat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, carefully roll yourself back, going into some deeper back bends now. Grab onto the wheel, press into your feet, and see if you can press up into forearm wheel. So we'll really actively press down through the elbows and try to lift off. And try that a few times. See if it's there for you. You might not be able to lift off today, but just keep working on it. And then we'll try to do that with our hands down in full wheel. Lowering and lifting. Hopefully you don't lose your wheel underneath you. Lower down. Good. And pressing up into wheel pose. Maybe walk the feet forward and try to straighten the knees, really charging the heart to the back of you. So we can open up the shoulders towards the back of your mat. Lower down when you're ready. Grab onto the wheel one more time. Another fun one is just to work on trying to tap the feet over the head. Gentle headstand, still supported, elbows down, pressing into the wheel, and then lowering down with control and finding your feet down. Can try that again, or come into one more wheel, and I'm just going to kick over for fun. Nice work. Forward fold, let the head hang, shake it out. Maybe circle your wrists right here. They just worked pretty hard. And then ragdoll up. Have a seat on your wheel, just like we began, into that little goddess. Circle the neck around one way and the other way. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Hope you enjoyed that little wheel flow. If you have any questions, comment below. Please let me know what else you would love to see from me. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. It really helps me. And give it a like. I will see you next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.